Kids' games are somewhat of a peculiar point. Kids mature quicker these days than previously, and numerous more seasoned kids are presumably more inspired by well-known games like Fortnite. In this manner, we zeroed in more on grade school kids who could in any case be keen on instructive endless games with cordial themes. Parents ought to have the option to simply hand their telephones to their children and let them play. Here are the best children's games for Android. Number 10. Townscape. Townscape is a sandbox game that is tied in with building lovely Italian urban communities in the sea. Building these exquisite towns is essentially as straightforward as tapping the screen. That is all there is to it. So naturally a small kid can make it happen, which is the reason Townscaper is a fantastic game for youngsters. Nothing remains to be perused, and there are no objectives. The game looks perfect, and it plays perfectly. It's an ideal game for all ages, and it's a hoot for sure, so don't pass up a great opportunity. This one's exemplary in pausing. Number 9. Bubadu Children's Games. Bubadu is a design studio that has delivered a lot of children's games. They're not all astonishing, yet many of them merit looking at. The games don't necessarily have instructive worth, however they are enjoyable to play and incorporate games about being a specialist, going to the store, being a dental specialist, and things like making cakes and building things. Each game has its arrangement of mechanics. However, they're never challenging to learn, and the thoughts introduced ought to be basic for the vast majority. You can download a large portion of the games free of charge. The full adaptations are generally moderately modest, as in application buys. Bubadu has 2 designer pages. The first is connected previously. The other is called M by Bubadu, and that assortment contains every one of different children's games. Number 8. The Endless Children Games. Endless games are a multifariousness of children's games. There is a couple of multifariousness, including Endless ABC, Endless Anthology, Endless Figures, Endless Wordplay, and Endless Spanish. The games are relatively easy to play. They also have instructional incitement for the player. You pay to get its remainder. The games are surprisingly expensive, but still, they are imperturbable hassles. Number 7. Intellijoy. Intellijoy is a designer in the Google Play Store that has some expertise in kids' games. There are straightforward titles like Connect the Dots and ABC Letters, close by more sporting stuff like kids painting and preschool puzzles. The vast majority of their applications and games are very much respected by guardians and are perfect for more youthful children. You can peruse their whole library by tapping the button beneath. Another choice is involving them with the board application to purchase each of their games for $32.99. The games cost more whenever bought independently. To pay, essentially these children's games accompany a free rendition. Number 6. Minecraft. Minecraft is one of the most well-known games of all time. It's famous for adults, children, and everyone. Players begin in a clear world and they mine stuff as well as art stuff. You can set more youthful children in an imaginative mode where they don't have to stress over anything. More established children might find endurance mode fulfilling. Regardless of how you swing it, kids love this game. Truth be told, I keep it introduced on my Xbox for when companions come over with kids, since they in a real sense all play this game. It runs a piece costly at $6.99. However, the extra application buys are for adjustable skins and don't influence the game by any stretch of the imagination. Number 5. Untitled Goose Game. This game is similarly strange as it sounds. Your personality, a horrendous goose. Your work, to cause naughtiness for the curious locals in your wonderful little town by being irritating, concealing things, and doing other crazy assignments. Experienced gamers and novices the same will find this game a lot of fun as you blare, trouble, and nibble your strategy for getting around town. Untitled Goose Game is a droll covertness sandbox, where you are a goose set free in a clueless town. Advance in and out of town, from people groups' back nurseries to the high road shops to the park, setting up tricks, taking caps, sounding a great deal, and for the most part destroying everybody's day. Number 4. Rocket League. Envision a soccer arena. Presently, envision the players are super, quick, rocket-fueled vehicles and the ball is greater than a tank. Your central goal? To to utilize your vehicle to thump the ball into the adversary's objective. It's a wild ride, and most certainly harder than it sounds. Rocket League is staggeringly famous, and there are even proficient sports associations working around it. Soccer meets vehicle games and Rocket League sideswipe. Vehicle soccer has been reconsidered for cell phones. Experience multiplayer vehicle game activity from the producers of the hit game Rocket League. Play along with companions or players all over the planet and score objectives in high-speed 2-minute vehicle soccer matches. Drive the soccer ball into your rival's net to score objectives and win matches. Number 3. Dog crimes. A cake has been taken, or a mat has been grimy, and a rebel's exhibition of puppies are the suspects. Players utilize the rundown of signs given and their sensible thinking abilities to find the guilty party in 40 difficulties. Kids were fixated on tackling cases, while guardians were happy the pieces of information were tested but not excessively hard. It's a solitary player game, yet our at-home analyzers track down it more enjoyable to work in groups to settle the cases. The puzzle is organized around a focal board where one wrongdoing token will be put. You might have speculated by its name this will be the wrongdoing that has happened and is directed by one of the 40 test cards remembered for the game. This expansion is in trouble from beginner to expert. The board is partitioned into 6 spots where the canines can be situated. These spots have other supporting proof, for example, socks and sticks to assist with reducing, or further entangling, the addressing of the violations. By following the signs on the card, you place every one of the canines around the table to sort out who is at the location of the crime and who is the blameworthy dog. Number 2. Stories of the 3 coins. Combine in the place that is known for Storia to make an experience story in light of characters, objects, and the 3 gold coins. Tell your story before the inkwell evaporates and have a gathering win. Begin by choosing your personality from the cards and putting it on a stand that gets no matter how you look at it. The story stops each has a heap of 3 outlined cards. At every story stop, the narrator utilizes the gold coins to think about how the players will propel the story. He is compensated for speculating on their determination. Kids truly got into the narrating, choosing a wolf, unicorn, and a red winged serpent for their primary person. The red mythical serpent couldn't inhale fire, and the wolf was lost in the timberland as they started the story. All through the narratives, a knight drew his sword, the wolf played an enchanted harp for supper to show up, and a unicorn found a Goliath precious stone that gave him power. Kids even began involving various voices for the characters in their accounts. Accounts of the 3 Coins is an incredibly fun game that sparkles innovativeness and creative mind as children foster their cooperative stories while building language abilities. My companion said, "Might we at any point play it once more?" I generally need to play that game. Number 1. Dragon Snacks. In our testing, kids loved the sorcery of this game. Sounds, lights, and shapes appear in the mythical beast's tummy. To play, kids need to venture into the mythical serpent's midsection for a knick-knack. Assuming it matches the shade of his gleaming nose, they keep it. Our child analyzers thought that it is both testing and captivating. This winged serpent likes treasures such a lot of the might that it at any point eats the entire day until his stomach harms. Could you at any point take his snacks to assist him with relieving his stomach pain? Ticket goes to look inside his stomach and attempt to eliminate huge snacks from the mythical serpent's belly. Watch out! On the off chance that the mythical beast isn't feeling great, he will thunder and will keep his mouth shut. Be quick to gather 3 bits of fortune to dominate the match. Dragon Snacks is an interesting and fun game for children, perfect gift for young men and young girls. If you liked this video, follow us and you will find many videos that will help you to transform your life. Thanks for watching all the videos. Please subscribe and hit the bell. See you soon.